Could you do me a favor? Hold on my calls for me. Thanks. Hello. Welcome once again to Immigration and You. Today's topic, I wanted to keep things very light. People have been asking me on a regular basis, and I really wanted to address this, is why should someone hire an immigration consultant? I mean, when you think about it, a lot of information is available on the web. So people think paying for a service that can be found online is a real waste. Yet, not many people discuss what the value of a good consultant in somebody's life is in Canada. Personally, I share the idea that the most information is available online and that there are people who can do the process alone, directly with the government. However, hiring a consultant can bring substantial benefits to many, mainly because every person is unique, with his or her own profile, experience, education, and project. It is difficult, if not impossible, sometimes to find information that corresponds to all aspects of your particular situation. Immigration law is very complex. Very, very complex. And even though a lot of information is available online, qualified and experienced consultant may provide you with services that will make a great and positive difference in your application. So, with that being said, here are 12 reasons why you should hire an immigration consultant. Number 1, to choose the right immigration program. There are more than 60 immigration programs that lead to permanent residence. There are dozens of categories under which you may apply for a temporary work permit, with processes that change drastically based on your profession, employer, province, destination, etc. And there are many conditions and exceptions on the family reunification programs, business programs, and other refugee programs. On the internet, in the various blogs and forums, all of the most of which provide extremely valuable information about immigration and connect people in the most beneficial way, discussions, postings focus on the popular federal and Quebec skilled worker programs, with a few articles on sponsorship and refugee programs. Yet, for many immigrants, other programs are more adequate and faster. Even the most popular immigration programs have confusing subtleties and complexity. Excuse me. Number 2, the security that your file will be complete and well presented. All can read a list of documents on the internet, but there are many details that are not explained online. For example, what if you don't have my grades from high school? What happens when the company I worked with for 14 years does not exist anymore? What if I work in my family's business, but have no salary or receipt of salary? These are examples among hundreds of situations where you need good advice to complete your application. It is safe to say that without your counsel, most of our clients will not have obtained their visa. Any kind of visa, not just a permanent residence. Number 3, an easier communication with the government. If you've ever tried to call your local Canadian embassy to resolve a problem, you will understand what I mean. A consultant can open communication channels, not because he's masculine, has special privileges with the agents and employees of the government, but because he can call alternate offices more easily, and he can speak in your name in English and or French in a concise way to represent your best interests. Number 4, integration services. A good consultant will not limit himself to helping you with the desired visa, even though that is in itself a valuable service. Many will provide you with tools that will help you find your job and your home, recognize your credentials, open your bank account, register your kids at school, understand how public transit works in your city, how to find a good health insurance, where the health centers are located, etc. and etc. Number 5, it's a very important one, education and imputability. A certified consultant must fulfill many obligations to obtain and maintain his professional title. He has to study a lot and constantly. He must pay high membership fees, maintain a legal library, attend courses and pass exams, all of which represent a high investment. A certified consultant must respect a rigorous professional code of conduct, and if he were to breach it, he's likely to lose his license, and with that, all the money and time invested. Many consultants, such as the ones here at iCanada Direct, make themselves even more reputable by offering a refund policy in case of refusal of your application. Therefore, if the consultant acts unethically or makes a mistake, the consequences can be quite high. That gives the client the assurance that the consultant has the obligation to be extremely professional and responsible. Number 6, personalized attention. During the course of the consultant-candidate relationship, many questions arise. Situations happen. Plans are changing. Having a certified consultant that works in your best interest assures you of continuous attention from someone who knows you well and who you know well, so that you can together adapt quickly to any change. Number 7, preparation in native Canadian English or French. This applies mainly, but not excessively, to the Quebec immigration candidates. Having a preparation in French will likely lead you to a successful interview. An adequate preparation helps you feel more relaxed at the interview and maximize the points you obtain for adaptability. Please note that a good preparation is not about learning pre-written questions off by heart. An interview has a science, a purpose, an essence. There is some art to a good preparation, and to learn how to get the best out of it. Number 8 is resources in the case of refusal. Should you be refused, a good consultant will know how to ask for a revision that will transform a no into a yes. Shall this no be based on interpretation of the law from the government that does not favor you? Number 9, a pertinent counsel. A good consultant knows what steps are better for you and what not to do. Typical example for that, a married couple wants to immigrate, but for some reason they prefer to undergo different processes. I will immigrate first, my love, says he or she, and I will sponsor you once I arrive to Canada. Right there, a good consultant will explain that under Regulation 117.9D of the Immigration Refugee Protection Act, you cannot do that. Otherwise, there will be no way for you to sponsor your soulmate later. Consultant costs from $50 to $300 per hour. And the complete process for most skilled worker programs costs about $2,500 and up. Not losing the love of your life is priceless. In order to try to save money, some people lose time and effort and put their whole immigration process at stake. Please keep this in mind. Number 10, your rights are protected. Even though the Canadian legal system is considered one of the best of the world, there still exist situations where a candidate's rights are not respected. Dozens of situations have happened. For example, when an agent intimidates a candidate during an interview, or an interrogation at the border, which is a breach of natural justice, or that your points were wrongly assessed and that the office responsible for the mistake refuses to review it, etc. Fortunately, these situations are not too common, but still happen. 11. To save time. Not everyone has hours available to investigate on the internet what documents to fill out, how to do it, where to send them, etc. A good consultant will guide you in a prompt and efficient manner. Also remember that it is in his best interest for the consultant to proceed your file quickly. First, that it enhances his reputation as a professional, and the quicker he finishes your file, the quicker he will get paid and have time to keep developing his business. Number 12. To protect your information, many questions can be resolved online. Thanks to the federal and provincial government, websites, and the amazing network of forums and blogs where candidates and immigrants share information in an infinite variety of subjects. However, when a candidate has a sensitive situation, such as a criminal history, an intimate family situation, or a refugee situation that may put his family or his own life at risk, he will not want to expose this case on the web. The confidential and personalized service of a certified Canadian immigration consultant will be of great help to that candidate. Now, before hiring a consultant, make sure to choose wisely. Make sure that they're authorized to represent you by the government by visiting the Canadian Society of Immigration Consultants and looking for their name on the members list. Even though somebody's cheaper, Don't go with an unauthorized representative, which we like to sometimes call ghost or phantom consultants. They charge fees for immigration advice without having the right to represent you before the Canadian government. It is illegal, and you will be totally helpless should things go wrong. Moreover, the new amendments that have just taken place in Quebec immigration will now also affect licensed consultants, and you will be obliged to declare whether they are received through the help of a consultant or done through the process of your own. If you're receiving the help of a ghost consultant and you are not declaring this, and you are making a false declaration, misrepresentation leads to being inadmissible to enter Canada. So, with all these things said, I think you can understand that there is a value to hiring a licensed immigration consultant besides all these papers behind me. We are here to assist you, to help you, to make the process easier for you, to make it more successful for you. This is our job, and this is what we're here to do, and we are dedicated to helping our clients succeed. With that said, this session of Immigration in You is over, and until next time, you're adjourned.